Today we are on a property near Gloucester with the Barrington River running alongside it. It's been a property that has had a project done on it with funding through our Marine Estate Management Strategy program, funded by DPI Fisheries. Today we're going to be talking to Matt, the landholder, who has been very busy in the past year doing this project. Hi Matt.
Thanks Kirby, how are you?
Good, thanks. Would you be able to tell me a bit about your project? What did you end up doing?
So I think probably one of the big features of the project was getting the water off the river and into troughs along the front paddocks here.
Yep.
Couple of solar panels, small little pump in the river, into a tank, and then gravity fed out of the tank. And that initially stopped the cows going down into the river.
Yep.
And making a mess, and then we were able to fence along the river as well.
Yeah, so you did a lot of fencing in this project as well.
We did, yeah.
Whereabouts did you fence on your property?
So we've got 3 kilometres of Barrington River frontage, and we fenced 1.5 kilometres of that. And
so part of the project also included doing weed control along there?
Yeah, so the weed control was probably a lot harder than I expected.
Yep.
And not so much in that just going through the first run and mechanically removing everything, but everything comes back again.
Yep.
So it's just going over and keeping an eye on it and keeping it under control. So you fix one problem and you end up with other things happening that you need to just keep an eye on.
Yep. You've had a few problems in the past year doing the project out of your control.
Yeah. So,
so what was one of the issues along the river with your tree planting that you had?
Yeah, so we initially did some tree planting and then had a big rush of water come through, a bit of a flood, and washed out some of those young seedlings. A lot of them did survive, and they've come back bigger and stronger than ever, so it's actually worked out.
Yep. And so what about in another section of the project, it included fencing out an eroding gully on your property. What made you choose this specific gully, and what did you do?
Well, this specific gully, we chose this gully because when it does rain, it acts like a funnel. Every time it rained, it seemed to take off another few centimetres of soil. Yep. So we're quite keen to fence that off, and I think all up it's about a 2-hectare gully area that we've fenced out and replanted with native veg as well.
Yeah. So this project's completed. Are you motivated for the future? Have you got future plans?
Yeah, it's been actually quite inspiring. It was a little bit daunting, sort of midway through the project, middle of the drought. There are a lot of things going on, but having got to the end of it and seeing the benefits that we've achieved just on this section of the river, we'll look to push that to the other 1.5 kilometres of river frontage that we've got.
And environmentally, it's a big step being able to keep stock out of your waterways, because everything that happens on the bank's going to be getting downstream. So I think the community would probably really appreciate that you've got less stock in the water, and we've got the Manning River turtle that calls the Manning River its home, so it's endangered and an endemic species. So it's pretty exciting that we've got you as a landholder wanting to protect the catchment.
There are a few platypuses down along there as well, so it's a fantastic stretch of river. And a lot of kayakers come up and down here as well, so I guess being able to have that
demonstrating good land management.
Exactly. So it makes a huge difference, I think, not just to us but other people or other users of the river.
That's excellent.
Fantastic.
Thanks for talking to me today.
Thanks Kirby.